Do your students ever ask you, when are we ever going to need this math skill in real life? Oof, am I right? It's the worst, as if our math classes aren't real life. If we don't already know each other, my name is Kathy Martin, and I'm the creator of the Prealgebra Teachers Middle School Math Membership. We are your one-stop shop for everything you need to teach middle school math. Whether you teach 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, we have it all. Go ahead and hit that like button right below this video if you want a math resource where your students will learn about budgeting, cost of living, and net worth, all in one resource. Sounds great, right? Well, I got you. Again, go ahead and hit that like button if you're with me and you want this incredible resource. I got you. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a brand new resource that you can use today in your middle school math classroom where your students will learn all about budgeting. Shall we jump in? All right, here we go. So when you download this resource, your students are going to learn all about budgeting. It's mostly, I will say, for 7th grade, but if you have a 6th grade class or an 8th grade class, this is totally going to work too. It is split up into 3 parts, and you could definitely use this resource all in one day, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's going to be a lot. So I just kind of want to go through and show you everything that's inside of this resource. So you can see here, the first part is all about determining a personal budget. Students will go through, learn about what a budget is. They will learn about what are some of the basic cost of living needs. They'll figure out what it costs to live, in their own city and town, and they will create a monthly income, a monthly budget based on a monthly income of $5,000 and $8,000. So they can kind of see a range of what things will cost them if they make this much one month or this much in a month. There's also areas for them to reflect. Next, we talk all about savings. So in this small but very mighty section, we are talking about simple interest and compound interest. And this is, again, a small part of this resource, but it's such a powerful section because students can really see how much their money will compound over a short amount of time, like 6 months. And then you could even extend it and do, what is this going to look like in a year or 5 years and 10 years, so they can really see growth. Lastly, we talk all about net worth. What is net worth? How do we calculate net worth? What does this mean? And why is this important? In this last exercise here, we talk about Max's net worth. And so we kind of talk about things like liabilities, debt, retirement account. These are things that are super important for our students to talk about because I don't think we talk about these kind of things enough as adults. And so this is an incredible lesson for students to walk away with, even if they just kind of have surface level understanding, If you want to grab this resource, there is a link right below this video for you to grab this and download it right now. And I just want to add, before I let you go, one thing I love to do as an extension activity that you can use to piggyback off of this is to have students start researching jobs and see what those jobs pay on a monthly basis. Or it's probably easier to find it on a yearly basis, but then you can calculate how much they'll make on a monthly basis so they can see, because students they don't really understand what it means to make $5,000 a month or $8,000 a month or $10,000 a month, right? Like, it's just kind of numbers to them. And it seems like 5,000 might seem like $1 million, but if you have a student who says they want to make $10,000 a month, well, okay, let's figure out how much that costs or how much that's going to equal to a year. And let's find jobs that actually meet those requirements. And it's also a really powerful exercise to do because sometimes they don't realize that certain jobs make a lot of money or don't make a lot of money, right? I had a student one time I had a student whose dad was an electrician and he wanted to be an electrician. And some of the other kids were like kind of making fun of him because I don't know why. Like, they were like, electrician, why did you want to do that? Because like, why don't you want to be a YouTuber? Or why don't you want to be a football player? And I it's really important for me personally as a teacher to always support students who want to do trade work, because I truly believe that college is not the route for every student. And hey, if you want to enter a trade like being an electrician, being a plumber, being, working on cars, like by all means, because those are jobs that we need. And like, I don't know how to do, So anyway, this student wanted to be an electrician and I was all for it. And he went on jobs all the time with his dad. He actually worked on jobs with his dad, when he wasn't in school. And so we looked at how much electricians make in our area, and the other students zipped up so fast because they didn't realize how much money electricians can make. So it can be a really eye-opening experience if you kind of extend this activity into doing some research for jobs. So anyway, that was just a quick little tidbit on what you could do after this activity, or you could even embed that in this activity too, because you can kind of talk about, what does your net worth bring you, or what does compounding interest take you to if you are able to, put in this amount of money versus this amount of money. And so it all kind of ties together, but I just didn't want to include the job part in this activity because I thought it was going to be like a little too much. So go ahead and grab this activity using the link below. If you would like an additional activity, check out the video that I have coming up for you for an additional free budget activity as well. Until next time, my name is Kathy Martin. See you soon. Bye.